Today we are going to talk about Italian biscuits and why Italians love to dip them in whatever hot beverage they have in their cup. Hello and welcome to Livo Learn Italian Vocabulary, a division of LIS Learn Italian with Songs. And today we're going to talk about Italian biscuits and one of the typical Italian breakfasts. But first, let me preface that this video is not sponsored by any Italian biscuit brand. I just so happen to eat the biscuits from this brand here almost every day, but there are also other honorable mentions like this one. The bag was already open, I'm sorry. Or these ones, not the brand in particular, but the kind of biscuits. And these are used to make one of the most popular Italian desserts in the world. But this video would be 5 hours long if we were to talk about all Italian brands of biscuits and above all about all the regional kinds of biscuits and or pastries. So I am just going to focus on what I have at home right now, and I'm going to walk you through the names and through the language and through a bit of the Italian breakfast culture. So as I was saying, one of the typical Italian breakfasts, if you like milk, is milk with biscuits, and biscuits in Italian is biscotti. Biscotti, biscotti. Now, many Italians maybe do not realize this, but the word biscotti is actually a merger of two words. The prefix bis, which stands for 2 times, and cotto, or the plural cotti, which stands for cooked, or in this case, baked. And I don't know why, I'll do some research, but biscotti, if you think about it, it means cooked or baked twice or twice as much. If you have time and if you have the ability to do so, it's very nice to make biscotti, which are biscuits or cookies, at home. But of course, our modern hectic lifestyle does not allow us to do so most of the times, and so we buy them in bags. These are not boxes, these are like, we call them sacchetto. Sacchetto. When they come in this format, they are called sacchetto or pacchetto. Pacchetto. Sacchetto means a small sack. Pacchetto means a small pack or parcel. And the general name for packaging would be confezione. Confezione. Confezione is whatever kind of package you put an item in. So these sacchetti could be a confezione, but also this kind of slightly different packaging would be a confezione. Whatever, even if it's cardboard, it can always be called confezione. But let's cut to the chase, and I have my Vespa little mug here. I made my coffee with the Bialetti Mocha Pot, and no, I am not sponsored by any of these Italian brands. A friend of mine once told me, I saw your video on coffee, how much did those coffee brands pay you? And the answer is, of course, zero. But let's get to biscuits. In Italy, we have many brands of biscuits, but I think that the most common is this one, and the name of the most common Italian brand of biscuit is Mulino Bianco. Mulino Bianco. And Mulino Bianco, as you can see from the picture here, very close to the camera, means the white mill. And Mulino Bianco used to be a sub-brand of the famous Italian pasta brand Barilla. And in fact it still is. If you can have a look here, it's called Mulino Bianco by Barilla. And there was this jingle in the 80s or 90s, maybe it still exists. Mulino Bianco, Barilla. Barilla is a name, it has no translation as an Italian word. And here I have some of the biscuits that we usually eat at home, and these are called, in no particular order, Pan di Stelle. These are the current favorite of my son. Pan di Stelle means pan is short for pane, and it means bread. Di means of, stelle means stars. So these are called bread of stars or star bread. And in fact, you can see that the biscuit is a chocolate biscuit with some sugar stars on top. We then have the macine, and macina is a grinding stone like the one that you find in mills to make flour, for example. And in fact, these macine have the shape of a grinding stone. Macina is one grinding stone. Macine is the plural. And my sister had coffee at my place a couple of weeks ago, and she wanted one of these to dip in her coffee. And after she tasted it, she said, they're different from what I was used to. And in fact, I told her, yes, in fact, it's the nuova ricetta. It means the new recipe. Nuova ricetta. And what is the difference? This one has, let me see, con più panna. Con means with, più is more, and panna is cream. So my sister tasted the difference in these biscuits from when she was little, and in fact they're made with more cream today. Then we have these, and these are called cuor di mela. Cuor is short for cuore, just like pan is short for pane, and cuor or cuore means heart, di means of, mela means apple, so heart of apple. These are apple hearts, not because they have the shape of hearts, but because they have some kind of apple jam and apple pieces inside. If we have a look here, it says con mele, golden delicious, 100% Italiane. With apples, golden delicious is the variety of apples, 100% Italian. And then I happen to have at home these, and these are called the galletti. Galletti. Now we have the rooster, which is called the gallo. Galletto means a small rooster, and galletti is the plural. So galletti means the small roosters. And as you can see, these biscuits have the image of a rooster sculpted on their surface. What do these say? These say con latte fresco, 100% Italiano, with milk fresh, so with fresh milk, latte fresco, 100% Italian once again. And these, I forgot, these said con panna fresca, 100% Italiana, con with, panna is cream, fresca is fresh, 100% is 100%, 100% in Italian, and Italiana means Italian. These say something here, let me read it. Cacao buono, cacao buono. Cacao means cocoa, buono means good, so good cocoa. All of them somewhere say senza olio di palma. Senza means without, olio is oil, di is of, palma is palm, so without palm oil. Senza olio di palma. Now, of course, these are by no means all the biscuits that the brand Mulino Bianco make. I think they have around 50 kinds of biscuits. Most of them come in bags like these, and lately these bags have been made so that they can be recycled with the paper. You can see that it says confezione riciclabile. Confezione is packaging, as I told you before. Riciclabile means recyclable, but more specifically, the incarto, which is the wrapping, we could say incarto, can be recycled with other kinds of paper. And this has been the trend lately for most food products that can be packed with a packaging which can be recycled with paper. Of course, there are some products that still needs some kind of plastic and or aluminum foil to preserve their qualities and not go bad. I was saying honorable mentions. I happen to have at home these. Sorry, the bag was already open. The name of this brand is Doria, and these biscuits are called bucaneve. Once again, this is a compound word. Buca means a hole or to poke a hole, and neve is snow, so bucaneve means making a hole in the snow, and it is also the name of a very pretty flower which grows in late winter or early spring, hence its name bucaneve. These usually come in a cylinder box because they're, as you can see, they are round, so they're stacked one on top of the other in a cylinder. But in this case, this is a special version of them, and they're choco. Choco means they're made with cocoa. Integrali. Integrali means whole, made with whole wheat. Whenever you say integrale on baking products, they're made with whole wheat. And in fact, it says here 100% farina integrale, 100% farina is flour, and integrale is whole, so 100% whole flour, and therefore they are ricchi di fibre. Ricchi means rich, di means of, fibre is fiber, so rich in fiber. Also, I have these we don't usually, at least in my family, for breakfast, but these, not this brand in particular, Vicenzovo, and you can see the root here for the city of Vicenza in the region of Veneto. Ovo sounds like uovo, which means egg. These biscuits in particular, their name is Savoiardi. Savoiardi, which is the name of a very popular biscuit. And why is the biscuit so popular? Because it's used usually to make tiramisu. 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 So the Savoiardi are used to make the tiramisu, and tiramisu is one of the most popular Italian desserts in the world, and I think one of the most popular desserts, period. If you really want to know, I come from the very birthplace of the famous tiramisu, and if you want me to do an episode on that, you just have to write a comment. So, as I was saying, there are many other Italian brands of biscuits. We eat biscuits usually in the morning for breakfast, colazione, but also in the afternoon. Children eat them as a snack. The snack in the afternoon in Italy is called merenda. Merenda. The afternoon Italian snack is called merenda. And very often, and very often for merenda, children have like milk and biscuits. So yeah, there are many other brands of biscuits. In Italy, Galbusera is another that comes to mind. Doria we already mentioned. And then, oh yeah, here, I have another one. This one is for the healthier versions of biscuits, and this is called Misura. Misura is known for making healthier food in general, and as you can see, these biscuits are once again ricchi di fibre, rich in fiber, and these are once again made with farina di frumento integrale. Farina di frumento means flour of wheat, so wheat flour. Integrale is once again whole flour. They have gocce di cioccolato, very important. Gocce means drop, di is of, cioccolato is chocolate. So these are chocolate chip, we say chocolate drops, gocce, e mandorle and almonds. So Misura is known for making healthier versions of biscuits or other foods. Now, my coffee is getting cold, so I will end this video here. This has been by no means a comprehensive video on all the Italian biscuits that there are, but simply of the biscuits that I have at home. And I'll see you on the next of Livo, Learn Italian Vocabulary, which is a subdivision of LIS, Learn Italian Songs, Learn Italian with Songs. Ciao! Meow.